Hello, welcome to another Rhapsody quick tech tip presented by Lineate. Today we will cover converting multiple results in a single HL7 message into multiple messages with a single result in each. Most newer result systems can produce a single message with multiple results for a single patient, but some older receiving systems can only process a single result per message. As with all integration challenges, this can be solved in multiple ways, including JavaScript in a JavaScript filter on a route, as well as using Rhapsody S3Ds and mappers to achieve the same result with a less code-heavy bias. In this video, we'll go over the JavaScript approach. Look out for another Rhapsody quick tech tip video detailing how to do this using the mapper with less code. First, let's look at the incoming message structure within a Rhapsody S3D. This is a very basic ORU R01 message with an ordered group of results, with a minimum of one per message. We can expand our code to cover multiple parents, for example, patient information, ordered groups, but for this simple example, there is only an order group of results. We will keep the message in this input system format. Any mapping to the new system can be done after the message has been flattened. In this example, there are 3 result repeats, each with a single OBX and 1 or 2 NTE segments. Our aim is to convert this into 3 separate messages with a different single result repeat in each, which will look like this. Looking at the code, we do things a little differently to most of the JavaScript filters you may have used. Usually, the first thing we do is create the output from the input, giving it a handle of next. In this case, we may require more than one output, so we will leave the output creation until later on in the code. We decide if it is a message type we are interested in. Note that to find the message type, we are referencing the input message, not the next handle, which has not been created yet. In our S3D, both the ORU R01 and ORM 001 will work, as they both have a result order group. If it is not a message we're interested in, we can simply copy the input to the output and release it. The code loops around each of the result group repeats and creates an output with a handle of next for each repeat, which is identical to the input, as most other JavaScript filters do at the beginning of their code. At this stage, the newly created output will include all the repeats, which we do not want. We then copy the specific repeat we are interested in, using the variable I, into the first repeat of the newly created output message. Now we use code to remove each of the repeats of the output message until the only one remaining is the first, which we have set to be the specific one we want. Finally, we append the repeat loop number to the message control ID and sequence number in case the downstream system requires these to be unique. Let's jump into Rhapsody and see what that looks like. This is a very simple route with a timer to emulate a new input system and a sync to emulate an old output system. If we open the JavaScript we've just explained and look at the test filter configuration, we can run this test, check the executed results, see on the left hand side the message comes in with 3 OBXs and different types of NTEs per result, and on the output we can see the first message has the first repeat, the second message has the second repeat with a single NTE, and the third output message has the third OBX repeat with 2 NTE segments as per the input. Note that the message control ID and sequence ID of the message has the appended repeat that the result was taken from in order to make it unique. These 3 messages that are created from a single message as an input on the filter will be released in order from the filter one at a time. Therefore, an input of one message will create an output of however many repeats of the result there are in the input message to the output message, meaning the downstream system will receive 3 single repeated items rather than one item with 3 repeats in, which it cannot handle. For a copy of this code, please speak to your Lineate site manager, who will be able to put you in touch with your local Rhapsody implementation consultant. Hope you enjoyed this helpful little snippet. Stay tuned for more Rhapsody quick tech tips presented by Lineate. Thank you for watching.